So culture in a sales organization it's based on a couple things, okay? Number one is brand, okay? Pulling myself slowly out of campaigns. And you'll see that over the next year. I won't be as much in the ads as I used to be. They should be able to make, on any size offer, $20,000 a month. At least.
Okay, so we're about to hire our first salespeople. So the question is, how do we build culture so that they live and die by the sword of our company? That's the question.
So culture in a sales organization it's based on a couple things, okay? Number one is brand, okay? Brand starts everything, okay? So brand starts with two angles. We have reputation, then we have personal brand. Why do people want to be a part of Wojo Media? There's a couple reasons. Number one is that I became a leader in this space because I have a good brand, I get good reviews, and I have a personal brand that I've been running for 8 years. I post 7 videos a day on Instagram. People want to be a part of what we do. All right, personal brands are more important than ever because we think that we need to build enterprise value, which you can do while having a personal brand. You can do enterprise value and still have a personal brand. You just don't attach much to it. So what am I doing soon? I'm having team members to record ads. I'm having UGC people record ads. I'm pulling myself slowly out of campaigns. And you'll see that over the next year. I won't be as much in the ads as I used to be because I have to build a higher EBITDA for enterprise value while I still keep the personal brand and I still keep the reputation because the team can get stronger and bigger without me because I'm not the CEO. I don't hire. I don't fire. I don't do anything. I work maybe an hour a day, if fucking that, because my time is better focused on driving the brand. Okay? Also, what builds sales culture is your structures and how you pay them. So what are you planning on paying them?
Setter.
Okay, so setter. Okay. Just so you know, I had to change my structures recently, and I'm going to give you some cool insight to this. Once you scale past 7 figures a month, this is no longer going to work because your CAC is going to go up. Your margins will then be slimmer. Okay, so do not do this. Do this with like multipliers. So we calculate how much money it costs us to book their calendar. The cost for booked call times how many calls, and then it's a weighted average. Based on that weighted average, we times it by 0.8, 0.9, 0.95. Whoever gets the most calls gets 0.95, whoever gets the second most gets 0.9, whoever gets the least gets 0.8. And we take that number on a weighted average, and then we can calculate their ROI. If their ROI is not a 2x or higher, they get 10%. If their ROI is a 1.8, they get 10.8. It's 12.8, and then we just increase it as we go, as the margins go. Obviously, the ROAS is lower. They get lower commission because they're not KPI positive. Okay. If you give them, like when I was, where are you at monthly wise? Like, what's your revenue? 40K? Yeah, at 40K, you're happy giving 15 until you see it at $500,000 to $1 million a month. You want to build the structure now so you don't have the headaches later. Trust me, it's a fucking headache. Okay. With the setters, okay, I do 2%. 2%, 3 to 10, they're not going to dial as much because they can get, like, let's say you give them 10%, which is fucking wild. Never do that. Let's say you give them 5. If they got 1 close a day and got paid their base, they're making 10K a month or more. Are they really a 10K a month driver? That's like a fucking, 10 to 20K a month is like a C-suite role. That's not. They're not the person closing the deal, which would be here, where those people should be making 20K plus a month. And that's kind of like my point with his conversation is that if you give someone 7 sales calls a day, they should be able to make, on any size offer, $20,000 a month or more. At least. If they're not, they're doing shit on the side. And that's the other part too that I didn't talk about before is that if we had, I wish this fucking thing saved my previous things, but if I had, let's say the even or less 7 calls between 2 sales closers, one here gets 3, one here gets 4. One day one of them gets 2, one day one gets 5. They're going to start doing shit on the side, which then hurts your culture too. They're going to pick up other jobs. They don't have enough lead flow. So now they're doing another offer on the side, and you're not knowing about it to test which one makes more money, and then they're going to quit your fucking job.